let's have a chat about polling. Polls generally are a small representation of a large population. You have about, let's say, 10 people. They answer a poll and they represent generally about 1,000. So it's typically how it works. So you type in polls, just the word polls, on Bing, and it says Bing predicts if the election were held today. It's actually November 8th, if any of you are wondering. Hillary Clinton will win 347 electoral votes to 191 for Donald J. Trump. There is an 81.1% chance Clinton will win. As we've seen with Brexit, polls don't mean squat. Polls can predict, but not all of them are true. It's a guess, really. Especially when it comes to elections. Or exiting out of the European Union. Now, what makes polls very fishy is when you have usually 3 different options. One of those options being kind of a maybe. Now, when you have a maybe question, it kind of skewers the results. Typically, what I've learned from my sociology courses is it's best to have 2. Just 2 responses. A yes or a no. If you got a maybe, you got some work to do. But generally, 2 responses, a yes or a no. So, with polling, you also have to take into consideration that, again, not many people want to be polled. They either want to remain anonymous or they're too busy. A lot of people work, so generally when these people will call by phone, as most often do nowadays, you're getting a really weird batch of people. Not saying, they're different, but most people that answer the phone during polling are those that don't work, are unemployed, or, can't find a job at the current moment. Those who don't get polled are generally those that are working or too busy with their lives. And that's okay. Life happens. You get busy. There's nothing you can really do about it. So, case in point, don't believe polls. Just don't believe in polls, especially when it comes to major decisions, elections, referendums. Majority of them don't really stack up in reality. The people can change. The people have their own mindset. You could try and rig anything you want. You could try and rig polls. You could try and rig elections or referendums. But the people generally will go with their gut feeling. Whether it's blue, red, Republican, Democrat, yes or no, leave or remain. The people generally have a conscience. And they say, you know what? I believe that this is the way we should go. Or, on second thought, I truly think that if we went in this direction, we would be better off. Of course, that's what we all hope for. That's what I hope for in this 2016 election. That people will not just assume or just say, vote don't matter. You could do that. You have the right to not vote. If you don't want to vote, don't vote. It's your right under the Constitution. You don't have to vote. You just have that right to exercise, if you so choose. So, if you're voting in the American election for the United States President, just a word of advice. Whatever the polls said, don't believe them. Because at the end of the day, it is your choice who you believe should be the next President of the United States of America. Thank you.